What's happening? What's happening? Hey, National Cigar Day. You know, for everybody that don't know, today is National Cigar Day. So I guess let's smoke one. What I'm finishing off is this is a La Aurora de Cuba Reserva. My man just got them back in. It's a really, really good, solid smoke. Good price point on it. You know what I'm saying? So, and they do a great line. So, La Aurora de Cuba is this one. I'm doing a Reserva. What I want to do is talk about, I reached out to a couple of buddies of mine today, and I said, hey man, we grew up from the ball court to where we are now, our age group down. So you're talking about over 35 years we've known each other. And when I say the epitome of they are what you call best friends, for life type of cats. We don't have to talk all the time. We don't. But when we do talk, it's about substance, and it's about reality, and it's about truthfulness. We don't hold anything from one another. If somebody's messing up, they're going to tell them, bro, you're effing up. And, you know what I'm saying? I just want to give shouts out to them guys, man. So I reached out. I'm like, hey, man, we need to try to get together more. Instead of just, once or twice for barbecues, let's get together and let's get out and let's start doing some things together and kind of create those memories. Because we've put a lot of people, we've outlived a lot of people that we grew up with. And, we got to make memories. You know what I'm saying? Be able to create more villages. This is what we have right now. Right now, we're at a stage where we have a bunch of houses. We don't have villages. We don't have communities. We have an individual house that is being ran and mandated by someone who doesn't understand the village concept or don't care about the village concept. But I think that's the one issue and concern that, as an African American people, we got to get better with, and that is being able to facilitate and being able to deal with people and listen to constructive criticism. If somebody care enough for you to sit here and call themselves friends, even associates, some you got to watch out for, but if you vet real well, you should be okay with putting people in those categories because they shouldn't have any harm. They shouldn't want any harm to you. So you got to understand. So that's a main focus of a lot of different things. Let's try to get ourselves in position where we'll create more good memories. And when I mean good memories, I'm talking about solid memories that you can pass on to your children. And when they see that person, they'll be like, oh, hey, how you doing, Mr. Williams, or how you doing, Mr. Jones, or whatever the situation may be. It's always going to be a level of respect there because you were basically there to see those children raised. So now you get an opportunity to be able to say, hey, listen, Don't let me tell your mama. Or don't let me tell your daddy. You know, and they're gonna, because they have your best interest at heart. That's what we don't have now. We don't have that particular element right there now. We don't have the people that will tell a child that they're doing something wrong. They'll just sit back and turn their head and be like, hey, that ain't my child. But guess what? What happens when your child is the victim of that child? Now you want to sit here and cry because, you know, and who knows? You could have easily talked to that person. I apologize. I'm sorry. You could have easily stopped that person by talking to them, and they couldn't have went out there and did that crime because now someone has spoken to them. You know, prime movie of it is I don't know if you guys remember the Spider-Man, and Peter Parker didn't stop this guy because they told him something at one of the spots, and he was like, it ain't my problem. And then come to find out that guy was the guy that shot and killed his uncle. You know, it's a little twist to it, you know, but really and truthfully, you got to think about it. Life is a bunch of variables, and you never know when that day is going to come. Please believe me, you never know when that day is going to come. So what I try to tell people, and just try to, get yourself together mentally. If you got some issues, identify the simple fact that you got some issues. If people are around you that's telling you need to seek help, seek help. Evaluate. Don't be afraid to evaluate yourself. Do not be afraid to evaluate yourself. Be able to look in that mirror and be okay. If you don't recognize that person in the mirror, that's a first example of you need to seek help. Because if you're looking in the mirror and you can't understand who that person is that you're looking at, if you do not recognize them, that means that there's some issues that are going on. Because you should be able to always look in the mirror at yourself and be like, I'm okay with whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm scamming, if I'm robbing, if I'm hurting someone, stealing from someone, doing all of these type of things. If I can look in that mirror and say, okay, hey, I'm just a killer. Or I'm just somebody who don't like somebody based upon their biases. And if I can look in the mirror and say I'm okay with that, then guess what? Hey, it ain't nothing that nobody can say to you. But if you look in the mirror and you see that person and you don't like that person, then you need to make a change. Make a change. That's the only way that you're going to be able to do it. You got to make a change. And if you don't want to make a change, then guess what? There's nothing that can be said or done about the situation. Period. Smoke well, my friends. Enjoy. Enjoy your cigar day. And just, make memories and, relax. Smoke well, my friends. Enjoy.